The Education Network presents The Academic Challenge, hosted by Rick Blackwell.
Hi everyone, host Rick Blackwell here at the Education Network. I would like to welcome everyone to the 2016 Palm Beach County Academic Challenge. And this year we celebrate the 31st anniversary of the Academic Team Challenge for the school district. The Education Network is proud, once again, to present this year's competition. This year we have 15 Palm Beach County high schools competing. 3 days of competition to determine which 6 teams will qualify and compete for this year's district crown in the district final. The format consists of 6 rounds with 2 sessions each day, with 5 schools making up the competition. Let's check in with a few of the schools to see what motivates them and how they prepared for this year's challenge.
It's extremely exciting to be able to be challenged academically because I'm an athletic person, so typically I'm always challenged on the soccer field. So to be able to be challenged with trivia questions and to be able to learn in this environment is amazing.
We just all like to have fun in practice during lunch, so we're just joking around, having a good time.
We get along very well, and that definitely helps because it's just better teamwork.
Sounds like they are well prepared. Now I'm going to be checking back with you at the end of each session to see where the schools stand in scoring and to announce who will be moving on to the district final round. Each team is comprised of 4 students and they can substitute alternates after each round. Let's take a look at the schools who will be participating in day 1 of the competition. John I Leonard High School, Palm Beach Central High School, Santaluces High School, Suncoast High School, and West Boca High School. Everyone is in place and ready for round 1. Let's get things started with our longtime moderator, Yetta Green, over in Studio A. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin the 5-point question round. Question: to the nearest 1/10%, determine what interest rate you must acquire to double your investment of $500 in 15 years, given that interest is compounded continuously. Wait to be recognized.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4.6%.
That is correct. Question: to 2 significant digits, determine in joules the kinetic energy of a 1,500 kilogram car having a velocity of 3.5 meters per second.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
9,200 joules.
That is correct, 9,200 joules. Question: arrange the following 3 contributors to the natural acidity of rainwater in order of increasing tropospheric concentration. Number 1, carbon dioxide. Number 2, nitric oxide. And number 3, sulfur dioxide.
Team 3, Santaluces High School.
In order would be sulfur, then nitrogen, then carbon.
That would be correct. The question is, what is the title of the poem on the handout?
Team 3, Santaluces High School.
La guitarra.
That was the Spanish answer, yes. State the 3rd term in the binomial expansion of the quantity 3x minus 2 raised to the 6th power.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4,860 x to the 4th.
That is correct. The question is, identify the artist of the work in...
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Raphael.
Raphael is correct. Question: determine the oxidation number of the carbon atom in the carbonate ion.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
+4.
+4 is correct. Question: name the Greek philosopher who identified the relationship among the lengths of the sides of a right triangle.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Pythagoras.
Pythagoras is correct. For this one, the question is printed on the handout. Now, open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Ser, 2. Spanish.
In Spanish, the answer was 2. Question. Given that secant theta is greater than 0 and cotangent theta is less than 0, name the quadrant in which angle theta lies.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Quadrant 2.
That is incorrect. It's quadrant 4. Quadrant 4. Question. Who am I? I was born in France in 1862 and devoted my energies to playing the piano and composing from an early age. I struggled financially for a time and even taught a piano lesson on the morning of my wedding to raise funds to pay for the reception. My compositional style eventually gained acceptance, and by the time of my death, I was considered one of the foremost Impressionist composers. Perhaps my best-known orchestral works
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Debussy.
are Prelude to the Afternoon of a Faun, Nocturnes in La Mer, and the answer is correct, Debussy. Yes. Question. Fill in the blank. Error bars on a graph represent the blank of the data.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
The standard deviation.
That is correct. We could have taken variability, range, or standard deviation. Question. Which one of the following 4 U.S. mountain ranges is geologically the oldest? 1, Appalachian, 2, Rockies, 3, Sierra Nevada, 4, Cascades.
Team 5, West Boca High School.
Appalachian.
That is correct, Appalachian. Question. Identify the metrical pattern predominantly used in Elizabethan sonnets.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Iambic pentameter.
That is correct, iambic pentameter. All right, that concludes our rapid questions in the 5-point round. This time we're ready to begin the 10-point question round. And for this first question in this round, you will use handout P53. So be certain you get that envelope in your hand. Locate the envelope, but do not open it. Everybody has it? Okay. This is a 2-part question, and it's printed on the handout. It's a 2-part question printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
Part 1 is hydrolysis, and part 2, I don't know.
Okay. They were given a picture of identify the type of reaction that was pictured there and identify the type of covalent bond. And the answer was part 1, condensation, part 2, peptide bond. So, all right, if you could put those in your discard pile at the corner of your table. Question. Identify respectively each of the following 4 pairs of words as either synonyms or antonyms. 4 pairs. Pair number 1, insipid, stimulating. Pair number 2, extraneous, essential. Pair number 3, jaundiced, prejudiced. Number 4, abet, impede.
Team 5, West Boca.
1 antonym, 2 antonym, 3 synonym, 4 antonym.
That is correct. The question's printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
I will be answering in French, 3 Paris.
Is that correct? All right. Question. Which one of the following 4 was not considered a weakness of the U.S. government under the Articles of Confederation? Number 1, Congress lacked the power to levy taxes. Number 2, a system for governing the Western Territories was established.
Santaluces High School.
Number 2.
Number 2 is correct. For this next question, you will need this information. So this is part of the question. Please listen. A square is changed into a rectangle as follows. One side of the square is quadrupled, while an adjacent side is decreased by 3 meters. Question. Determine in meters the length of the longer side of the rectangle, given that its area is 63 square meters larger than the square.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
28 meters.
That is correct, 28 meters. Question. Name the Greek philosopher who tutored Alexander the Great.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Aristotle.
Aristotle is correct. Question. In protest of what federal tax did Vice President John C. Calhoun write the South?
Team 3, Santaluces High School.
The tax of abominations. Tariff
That
of
is
abominations.
correct. Question. Identify the bass note of the tonic 6/4 chord in the key of C major.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
G.
G is correct. Question. Compute the definite integral from 0 to 4 of the absolute value of the quantity x minus 2 with respect to x.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4.
4 is correct. Question. Identify the phrase jumping onto my lap in the following sentence as either a gerund, participle, or prepositional phrase. The sentence is, jumping onto my lap, the cat scratched my legs.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Participle.
Participle is correct. Question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard High School.
I'm answering in Spanish. Number 3, ¿de acuerdas?
3 was the correct answer. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 statements on Kepler's laws of planetary motion are valid? Which one or ones are valid? Number 1, the velocity is faster at perihelion than aphelion. Number 2, Kepler's second law can be derived from angular momentum. Number 3, Kepler's third law can be derived from Newton's law of gravity. Number 4, Kepler's laws of planetary motion were deduced using positional data for the planet Mars.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
1, 2, 3, and 4 are correct.
That is correct. Question. Identify respectively the number-related word missing from each of the following 4 titles. Number 1, Slaughterhouse blank. Number 2, A Tale of blank cities. Number 3, Around the World in blank days. Number 4, blank years of solitude.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
5, 2, 80, and 100.
That is correct. Question. 3-way matching. This is 3-way matching. Match each of the following 2 positions of Earth to its distance from the Sun and its month of occurrence. The positions are 1, aphelion, 2, perihelion. The distances are A, 147 million kilometers, B, 152 million kilometers. The months are Y, January, Z, July.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Aphelion, 152 million, and July. Perihelion, 147 million, June.
That is correct.
Incorrect. He said June.
Oh, he said June, not the other choice, which was January. Okay. It's 1BZ was correct, 2AY, if you said Y, but you gave the wrong name of the month. It was January instead of June. Okay, incorrect. Question. Identify the instrument described by the following 4 features. 4 strings tuned to C, G, D, and A, can be played pizzicato or arco, a regular member of the symphony orchestra, normally written in the alto clef.
Team 5, West Boca.
Viola.
Viola is correct. Oh, that concludes our 10-point round. At this time, we will begin our 15-point question round. The first question is, state respectively the name of the spouse of each of the following 3 literary characters. Number 1, Desdemona. Number 2, Hera. Number 3, Oedipus.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Othello, Zeus, and Jocasta.
That is correct. Othello, Zeus, and Jocasta. Just a reminder, don't abuse your buzzer. We want to use it throughout the whole time here. Question. What three-letter word is common to the spelling of the three terms defined by the following? Number 1, allocating medical aid on the basis of need. Number 2, whip-like structure that acts primarily as an organelle of locomotion. Number 3, list of matters to be taken up at a meeting.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Age.
The answer was age, A-G-E. Number 1 was triage, number 2 was flagellum, and number 3 was agenda. A-G-E were the common three-letter words. Question. Identify respectively the foci and the asymptotes of the hyperbola with the following equation. 81y squared minus 49x squared equals 3,969.
Team 4, Suncoast.
The asymptotes are y equals plus or minus 7/9 x, and the foci are 0 square root of 130 and 0 negative square root of 130.
That is correct. Question. Identify respectively the three individuals with surnames beginning with the letter C from the following descriptions. Number 1, African-American chemist and inventor who revolutionized agriculture in the southern United States. Number 2, renowned composer of piano etudes. Number 3, 39th U.S. president known for negotiating the Camp David Accord.
Team 5, West Boca.
1 is George Washington Carver, 2 is Chopin, and 3 is Carter.
That is correct. George Washington Carver was number 1, Chopin is 2, and Jimmy Carter was 3. Correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 U.S. presidents to the quotation taken from his inaugural address. The U.S. presidents are A, Franklin Roosevelt, B, Harry S. Truman, C, John F. Kennedy, D, Ronald Reagan. The quotations are 1, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Number 2, government is not the solution to our problem, government is the problem. 3, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. 4,
Team 4, Suncoast.
FDR is the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. JFK is ask not what you can do with your country, ask what your okay. Reagan is 2, and Truman is 4.
That is correct. Question. State the 3-word technological term describing the use of visual rather than purely text-based indicators that can be manipulated by a mouse.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
What is graphical user interface?
That is correct. Graphical user interface, or GUI. Very good. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems that you've referenced earlier. Those are the yellow sheets. In addition to the poems, you will use handout P5-6. Locate the envelope, but do not open it. Does everybody have the envelope plus the yellow sheets? Again, a reminder, state which language you are answering for. The question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
3 syllables. In Spanish.
That is correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 musical compositions to its genre. The compositions are A, Don Juan by Richard Strauss, B, The Magic Flute by Mozart, C, Trout Quintet by Schubert, D, Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky. The genres are 1, ballet, 2, chamber music, 3, opera, 4, symphonic poem.
Team 5, West Boca.
D is 1, C is 2, B is 3, and A is 4.
That is correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 3 taxes to its definition. The taxes are A, progressive, B, regressive, C, proportional. The definitions are: 1, all levels of income are taxed at the same rate. Number 2, increases with the income of the taxpayer. Number 3, takes a larger percent of the...
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
213.
That is incorrect. Number 3 was takes a larger percentage of the income of low-income people than of high-income people. It should have been A is 2, B is 3, and C is 1. Question. Identify the 3-letter word common to the spelling of the 3 items defined by the following. Number 1, to set up or formally institute. 2, graphical representation of a computer user. 3, a U.S. soldier of the lowest rank.
Team 3, Santaluces.
VAT, V-A-T.
That is correct. It was 1 was activate, 2 was avatar, and 3 was private. VAT was common to all 3 of those. Question. Identify respectively the country which serves as the primary setting for each of the following 4 Shakespearean plays. Number 1, Macbeth. Number 2, Hamlet. Number 3, Romeo and Juliet. Number 4, King Lear.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Scotland, Denmark, Italy, or Verona, and England.
That is correct. Scotland, Denmark, Italy, and England. Question. To the 1,000th place, find the sum of the given sequence of the sum from I equals 0 to 6 of the quotient 1 over I factorial.
Team 3, Santaluces.
2.718.
That is correct. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 U.S. cabinet departments was not present in George Washington's administration? Number 1, State. Number 2, Defense. Number 3, Treasury. Number 4, War.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Defense.
Defense is correct. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 factors may trigger mass wasting? Number 1, anchoring vegetation. Number 2, ground vibrations. Number 3, oversteepened slopes. Number 4, saturated surface. Yes, which one or ones of the following 4 factors may trigger mass wasting? Number 1, anchoring vegetation. 2, ground vibrations. 3, oversteepened slopes. 4, saturated surface.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
2, 3, and 4.
That is correct. The question is printed on the handout at this time. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
Answering in Spanish, cierto.
That is correct. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 terms to its description. The terms are A, chromosome, B, centromere, C, sister chromatids, and D, chromatin. Descriptions. 1, combination of DNA and proteins within the nucleus. 2, protein complex that attaches to spindle fibers. 3, separated during anaphase. 4.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4A, 2B, 3C, 1D.
That is correct. 4 was supercondensed nucleosomes. It's A4, B2, C3, D1. Question. Identify the composer of Adagio for strings.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Samuel Barber.
Samuel Barber is correct. That concludes our 15-point question round.
Thanks, Yetta. With session 1 now completed after 3 rounds of play, looks like Suncoast is off to a dominant start. In session 2, we'll have to determine who will qualify for second. Let's head to the team leaderboard to see where everyone landed after session 1. In 5th place, it's John I Leonard. Taking 4th place, it's Palm Beach Central. In 3rd place, it's Santaluces High. Taking the coveted 2nd place, it's West Boca High School. And the leaders after session 1, It's the team from Suncoast High School with an impressive score of 364. Let's hear how they prepared for today and what it means to them.
People might think that, oh yes, if in the academic challenge you have to be, straightforward, you have to know things within your category. But my experience at State's taught me you actually have to be quite flexible, because every person on that team is strong in some field. We just don't know what. So you're going to have to accommodate each other's strengths and weaknesses.
After this short break, we will talk more about the district finals and the area all-star team here on the Education Network.
We are the Education Network. We are your source for live coverage, bringing you news impacting your students, your schools, and your community. We are covering the district, on campuses, in the classroom, throughout the community. We are on air, online, on mobile. The Education Network, your best choice for school district news. That's who we are.
Welcome back. It is important for each team to do well to make it to the district finals. Now, only the top 2 scoring teams during each of the 3 days of preliminary competition will qualify. This will give us 6 teams in the district finals. Top scoring individual students will also be tracked during all of the competition and will determine who will represent the district as part of the area all-star team. Now let's head back over to Studio A for the final session of 3 rounds to see who will be moving on to the district finals with moderator Yetta Green. Yetta?
Thanks, Rick. At this time, we will begin the 5-point question round. Question: who am I? I was born in Berlin on November 1, 1890, and pursued a career in meteorology. In 1915, I published an expanded version of my book, The Origin of Continents and Oceans. My work was one of the first to suggest continental drift and plate tectonics.
Team 2, Palm Beach Central High School.
Alfred Wegner.
That is correct. Question: identify the rhetorical term defined as the placement of one idea next to its opposite to make it more dramatic.
Team 3, Santaluces.
Oxymoron.
That's incorrect. It's juxtaposition. Juxtaposition. Question: identify the ancient Greek philosopher who explained the principle of harmony by noting that pitch was determined by the length of a vibrating string and that these vibrations were in fixed mathematical ratios. He also determined that a squared plus b squared equals...
Team 4, Suncoast.
Pythagoras.
Equals c squared. Pythagoras is correct. Question: fill in the blank. Blank is the chemical process of purifying a liquid by successive evaporation and condensation.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Distillation.
Distillation is correct. Question: complete the following statement with one of the 4 given choices. Monetary policy refers to government control of... choice number 1, financial markets. Number 2, taxing and spending policies. Number 3, the money supply and interest rates.
Team 4, Suncoast.
3.
3 is correct. 4's choice was bonds and deficits. 3, the money supply and interest rates, is correct. Question: which one of the following 4 ascending intervals is perfect? 1, C, B flat. 2, C sharp, G. 3, D, A flat. 4, B flat, F.
Team 3, Santaluces.
The last one.
4 is correct. B flat, F. That is correct. Question: Jared bought 2 hamburgers and 1 hot dog and paid $7. Kareem bought 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs and paid $10. Calculate respectively the price of 1 hamburger and 1 hot dog. Jarek bought 2 hamburgers and 1 hot dog and paid $7. Kareem bought 2 hamburgers and 3 hot dogs and paid $10. Calculate respectively the price of 1 hamburger and 1 hot dog.
Team 5, West Boca.
$5.
That is incorrect. It was hamburger is $2.75 and hot dog $1.50. Question. Identify the type of paint made from egg yolks used during the medieval and early Renaissance by painters such as Botticelli.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Tempura.
Tempura is correct. Question. To which U.S. president is the following quotation attributed? The buck stops here.
Team 5, West Boca.
Eisenhower.
Incorrect. It's Harry S. Truman. Question. Calculate the exact solution for the following exponential equation. 4 raised to the power of 3x minus 1 equals 2 raised to the power of 7x plus 1.
Team 4, Suncoast.
X equals -3.
That is correct, -3. The question is, what is the title of the poem?
Team 2, Palm Beach Central.
Spanish, Las Mañanitas.
That is correct. Question. Which one of the following 4 musical style periods preceded the other? Which one of the 4 musical style periods preceded the others? 1, Romantic. 2, Baroque. 3, Classic.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Baroque.
That is correct. The other choices were Classical and Impressionism. So Baroque is correct. Question. To 2 significant digits, determine in meters per second the final speed of an object thrown from a height of 75 meters, given that the object's initial velocity is -7.5 meters per second.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
61 meters per second.
No, it's 39 meters per second. 39 meters per second. For this next question, you will use the foreign language poems for this round that you referenced earlier. So get those colored sheets of paper. In addition to the poems, for this one, you will also use handout A1. Don't open it yet. Don't open it yet. But locate the envelope. All right. For this time, the question is printed on the handout. At this time, open, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
Number 2 in Spanish.
2 is correct. Question. If secant x is less than 0 and cotangent x is less than 0, in what quadrant does the terminal side of x lie?
Team 4, Suncoast.
Quadrant 2.
That is correct, the second quadrant. That concludes our 5-point round. At this time, we will begin the 10-point question round. Question. A 739-kilogram smart car travels with an initial velocity of 15 meters per second. The car takes 5.0 seconds to come to rest. To 2 significant digits, determine in newtons the magnitude of the braking force.
Team 4, Suncoast.
2,217 newtons.
Incorrect. It's 2,200 newtons. To 2 significant digits. All right. Question. Match. Match each of the following 4 characters to the literary work in which he or she appears. The characters are A. Jim, B. Zena, C. Paul D., and D. Rose of Sharon. The works are 1. Beloved, 2. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, 3. The Grapes of Wrath, 4. Ethan Frome. Match each of the following 4 characters to the literary work in which he or she appears. The characters are A. Jim, B. Zena, C. Paul D., and D. Rose of Sharon. The works are 1. Beloved, 2. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, 3. The Grapes of Wrath, 4. Ethan Frome.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
A2, B1, C4, D3.
2 of them were correct, but 2 you had reversed. It's A2, B4, C1, and D3. That is incorrect. Question. Identify the Greek goddess of the harvest who was responsible.
Team 4, Suncoast.
Demeter.
Who was responsible for the fertility of the earth and whose daughter was Persephone. Demeter is correct. Question. What is the product of the roots of the equation 8x squared plus 6x minus 5 equals 0?
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
-5/8.
-5/8 is correct. Okay, be certain that you identify which language you are answering for. The question is printed on the handout. Open, distribute, and begin.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Answering in French, 3 une saison.
That's choice 3 is correct, and Spanish, the answer would also have been 3. So put the white sheets in your discard pile at the corner of your table. Keep the colored sheet for later questions. Question. What U.S. Supreme Court decision nullified the Missouri Compromise?
Team 3, Santaluces High School.
Brown versus Board of Education.
No, it was Dred Scott. Match each of the following 4 composers to his masterwork. The composers are A. Debussy, B. Stravinsky, C. Wagner, 4. Prokofiev. Masterworks are 1. The Firebird, 2. Der Meistersinger, 3. La Mer, 4. Peter and the Wolf.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
A3, B1, C2, D4.
That is correct. Question. Which one or ones of the following 4 literary devices are found in the following line? It streamed in the firelight like a burning scrim standing in the wilderness. Number 1, simile. Number 2, metaphor. Number 3, onomatopoeia. Number 4, alliteration.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
1 and 4.
That is correct. Question. Over the set of real numbers, identify the domain of f of x equals the square root of the quantity x plus 4 over the log of the quantity x plus 4.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
X is greater than -4. X does not equal -3.
That is correct. X is greater than -4 and x does not equal -3. Question. Place the following 4 offices in order of their place in the presidential line of succession. Number 1, Secretary of State. Number 2, Speaker of the House. Number 3, Secretary of the Treasury. Number 4, President pro tem of the Senate. Did someone ask for it to be reread? Place the following 4
Team
offices.
4, Suncoast High School.
2, 4, 1, 3.
That is correct. The question here will be again an answer for either French or Spanish. Please announce which language you're answering for. It is printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
Falso in Spanish.
The answer was actually false in both French and Spanish, so that was correct, and please put those in your discard pile. Question. Assume the blood pressure of adult men is normally distributed with a mean of 124 and a standard deviation of 12. In what interval do approximately 95% of all adult male blood pressures fall?
Team 1, John I Leonard.
148 to 100, 148.
That was correct? 100 to 148. That was correct. That concludes our 10-point question round. At this time, we are ready to begin the 15-point question round. Question: match each of the following 4 characters to his beloved. The characters are A, Romeo, B, Petruchio, C, Hamlet, D, Oberon. The beloveds are 1.
Suncoast, Team 4.
Romeo, Juliet, Petruchio, Catherine, Hamlet, Ophelia, and Oberon, Titania.
Incorrect, because our beloveds were 1, Rosalind, 2, Ophelia, 3, Kate, and 4, Titania. So sometimes it's good to hear the choice. Is that right? Okay. For this next question, you will need the following information. For this next question, you will need the following information. A woman has type A blood and her husband has type B blood. Their daughter has type O blood. Question: what is the probability that their next child will have type B blood?
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
25%.
That is correct. 1 and 4, 25. Question: what one word has the following 3 meanings? One word, the following 3 meanings. 1, bring forth or produce. Number 2, shading, line in drawing or engraving. Number 3, opening or door in an aircraft.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Hatch.
Hatch is correct. Hatch has all 3 meanings. Question: identify respectively the authors who created each of the following 4 literary characters. Number 1, Dr. Jekyll. Number 2, Charles Marlowe. Number 3, Pip. And number 4, Sherlock Holmes.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
Stevenson.
A is Stevenson, B is Conrad, C is Dickens, D is Doyle.
That is correct. Robert Louis Stevenson, Joseph Conrad, Charles Dickens, and Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Question: identify the Roman god who set limits and protected boundary markers.
Team 5, West Boca.
Terminus.
Terminus is correct. Question: to the nearest tenth, find the value of the definite integral from 0 to pi of the function f of x equals x minus cosine x.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4.9.
4.9 is correct. Question: identify the 5th of the supertonic triad in the key of G major.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
E.
E is correct. Question: for this next question, you will use the foreign language poems for this round that you have referenced earlier. In addition to the poems, you will use handout A4. Locate that envelope, but do not open it. Everybody should have the colored paper plus that handout. Again, a reminder to please announce which language you are answering in. The question is printed on the handout. Please open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
Team 1, John I Leonard.
5. In Spanish.
That is correct. Question: which one or ones of the following 4 could improve voter turnout? Number 1, make Election Day a holiday. Number 2, permit online voting. Number 3, enable early voting. Number 4, require picture IDs.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. Question: evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. Find 1/4 of the sum of the terms from 3 to 5 of the expression k factorial plus k.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
40.5.
40.5 is correct. Question. To two significant digits, determine in grams the mass of oxygen needed to react completely with excess magnesium to produce 8.5 grams of magnesium oxide.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
3.4 grams.
That is correct, 3.4 grams. Question. Which one or ones of the following four were among Lincoln's constitutionally questionable acts during the Civil War? 1. He suspended the writ of habeas corpus. 2. He expanded the size of the U.S. Army above congressionally mandated ceilings. Number 3. He issued the Emancipation Proclamation. 4. He consecrated the cemetery at Gettysburg.
Team 5, West Boca.
1 and 3.
That's partially correct, but not enough to be correct. It was 1, 2, and 3. Question. Match. Match each of the following four poems to the quotation found in it. The poems are A. Crossing the Bar. B. The Charge of the Light Brigade. C. Ulysses. D. The Eagle. The quotations are 1. It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags. Number 2. Boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. Number 3. Ringed with the azure world he stands. And number 4. Sunset and evening star and one clear call for me. Match each of the following four poems to the quotation found in it. The poems are A. Crossing the Bar. B. The Charge of the Light Brigade. C. Ulysses. D. The Eagle. The quotations are 1. It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags. 2. Boldly they rode and well into the jaws of death, into the mouth of hell. 3. Ringed with the azure world he stands. Number 4, sunset and evening star and one clear call for me.
Team 4, Suncoast High School.
4A, 2B, 1C, 3D.
Correct. For the next question, you will use the foreign language poems for this round that you referenced earlier. Please get those foreign language sheets. In addition to the poems, you will use handout A5. Locate the envelope A5. Does everybody have the envelope and the sheets? Again, please announce the language you are answering for. Question is printed on the handout. Open the envelope, distribute, and begin.
John I Leonard, Team 1.
Spanish, 3.
That is correct. Question. Identify respectively the three terms beginning with the letter S from the following descriptions. 1. Line that passes through at least 2 points of a curve. 2. Giant ball of gas.
Team 2, Palm Beach Central.
Seeking.
That's correct, but there were three terms and three choices. Giant ball of gas and plasma that produces vast amounts of energy through nuclear reactions in its core, and 3, a speech by a character thinking out loud when alone on a stage. So there should have been 3 answers: Seek Star and soliloquy. Question. Name the first Norman king of England.
Team 4, Suncoast.
William the Conqueror.
William, that was correct. That concludes our 15-point question round.
Thanks, Jetta. Clearly, the team from Suncoast continued to dominate the competition. Let's head to the leaderboard to see who will join them in the district final. Taking 5th place, it's the team from Palm Beach Central. 4th place goes to the team from Santaluces High School. In 3rd place, missing a spot in the final by just 3 points, West Boca High School. After a dogfight all day and taking 2nd place in a trip to the district finals, the team from John I Leonard High School. Let's hear from the team on how they prepared for today and what this means to them.
We pick the top-ranked kids in our top-ranked kids that are the best at each subject. So like the best top-ranked kid that was best at math, top-ranked kid that was best at science and foreign language, and so on. And we just going out there trying to do our best.
Looks like the prep paid off for them. That means the winner of day one and moving on to the district final is the impressive team from Suncoast High School with a phenomenal score of 596. Can't wait to see how they do in the finals. Congratulations to all the teams that participated in day one. And for those moving on to the district finals, good luck. Now let's take a look at the schools that will be taking part in day two of the academic challenge. Be sure to join us next time to determine the next two qualifying high schools for the 31st year of the Palm Beach County Academic Challenge. I'm host Rick Blackwell, and from all of us here at the Education Network, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.